This man looks like he was plucked from 1922 and thrown into our modern world. Jake Rogers. Every time I look at the damn dude, I think that. A dude who's hitting triples, though. Shout out. He's swinging a hot rod to start the year. I know that's a weird way of saying he's hitting well. If you're uncomfortable, that's the point. This seemed like a catch to me. Maybe I'm stupid. Well, I am stupid, but this looks like Teoscar had the ball long enough before it popped out, hitting the wall. Regardless, the Dodgers strolled on to yet another win. They were down 2-0 again. Sasaki didn't do well, but right now it feels like you got to score at least 7 runs to have a chance. Freddie goes deep again. Michael Conforto keeps mashing. Teoscar doing Teoscar things. Will Smith going deep. The cool Will Smith, not Cuck Smith. Tommy Edman, they call him Tommy Tanks. I call him TT, goes deep again. Blake Trinan using witchcraft to throw these pitches, and that was after Kirby Yates, the new guy, struck out the side in the 8th. The Dodgers are just mean, man. Now over to the land of lip filler, fake bodies, and the Spanish language. Miami, where the Pirates and Marlins have had so many exciting games so far. Griffin Conine had this wild home run robbery. There were some big plays at the plate in this one too. More plays at the plate than usual. O'Neal Cruz gets thrown out at the plate, although he made this a lot closer than how much the throw beat him by. Tommy Pham got thrown out at the plate in the 12th inning. There were a couple of great plays by the Pirates to nail what would have been the winning run both times. Each team had a couple of these. Marlins ended up winning and walking off again, but Andrew McCutchen going deep on Sunday. It's always a good day when Kutch goes deep. How about Griffin Conine, the same guy who made that great catch? His dad, Jeff Conine, gets inducted into the Marlins Hall of Fame on Sunday, so what does Griff do? Bomb. Let's just hope that was him honoring his dad and not doing it out of jealousy. Like, oh, you think you're so good, big shot? Well, I can do this too. And the Marlins can also walk off again for the 3rd time in their first 4 games. David Bednar's been getting hit hard for a while now, but even when he doesn't get hit hard, like in this outing, he still blows it. A little infield hit, stolen base, error, and a wild pitch. Marlins magic continues. Off to the land of gunshots, deep dish pizza, and Lollapalooza, where the Angels got their first dub of the season. Yohan Moncada, who got booed to hell and back by White Sox fans on opening day, knocked in the only run in this game to help the Angels win, so that was pretty cool. How about this? The game on Sunday was delayed, and the White Sox grounds crew couldn't even fully get the tarp on the infield, so they started bringing out mound tarps to cover the rest of it. I don't think this has ever happened. Of course, it's the White Sox grounds crew that this happens. I mean, hats off to the White Sox for going all in on the suck. Our team sucks, everything sucks, even the grounds crew. We suck together. In today's edition of Saying Something Nice About the Rockies, they won. It's pretty easy. On Saturday, 6 pitchers combined to hold the Rays at 1 run, despite only striking out 3 hitters. The Rays also doubled the Rockies in hits in this game. The Rockies defense carried. Catches like this, infield plays like this. 2 Rays were thrown out at home. The catcher had the ball for about 5 minutes before tagging Junior Caminero out at home, trying some parkour, who for then whatever reason wanted to fight after this. Okay, and then another nailed runner at the plate. Rockies defense went crazy. Caminero used the new torpedo bat on Sunday, the one the Yankees were using, so he used that and his anger to drive another run home for the Rays in a game they won. They didn't let the Rockies get away with letting so many base runners on this time. One of the craziest things I've ever seen happen in the Padres game, Jake Cronenworth hits maybe the shortest double in baseball history. I don't know about maybe, it has to be. A line shot that smokes Aaron Bummer in the foot and shoots all the way into the camera well for a ground rule double. What in God's name is that? Cronenworth ended up scoring as the only run all game for either team. The Orioles mashed some more on Saturday in Toronto, committing more bird-on-bird crime. Max Scherzer made his Blue Jays debut and was pulled with a lat strain, so hopefully he'll be okay. The Jays evened things up on Sunday anyway and finally kept the Orioles offense quiet. As much as I want to say Scherzer being a Blue Jay is weird, it's not. He's already been on several teams. But Justin Verlander being on the Giants will still take me a second to get used to. He actually looked pretty good in his first Giants start. The Reds just scratched enough across to get the win. The Giants barely did anything offensively after the 3rd inning. They were better on Sunday. How about this play by Nick Martinez, though, on the Reds? Jeez, look at that. But Robbie Ray was cooking until the crowd may have started getting into his head. He had 5 perfect innings on the board, gets an automatic ball called against him because he didn't throw, the pitch in time. Very next pitch, home run. Then the crowd started getting into it, counting down the clock to taunt Ray, and another one, back to back. They keep chanting.
They're counting down the pitch clock to Ray, and he walks him on 4. The violation could well be living in his head.
And he throws 4 straight balls to walk the next hitter before being taken out.
Boy, That escalated quickly.
But it didn't matter in the end. The Giants held on to win the series anyway. After home run day at the ballpark on Saturday, the Yankees continued it on the Lord's Day. Judge hits another one. Ben Rice hits his first of the year. Jazz goes deep twice. I mean, someone broke the Brewers pitching. These newer bats, they call them the torpedo bats, also may have something to do with it. And the Brewers are pissed. At least pitcher Trevor McGill is. He says it's the Yankees, so the league is going to let it slide. But I'm thinking sooner or later it'll be pitchers in general, no matter where they are, who are pissed. The Yankees aren't the only team playing around with these bats. I just said earlier, Caminero was using one. Apparently the Red Sox were having some looks with them at spring training. There's others too, so it's not just the Yankees, and Aaron Judge isn't using those bats. He doesn't need them, and he's already popped 4 homers this season. And when asked why he hasn't used the torpedo bat, Judge said, "What I've done the past couple of seasons speaks for itself. AKA, I haven't sucked like everyone else has. I can use my dick as a bat at this point and still be the best. He's just Aaron Judge and won't say it like that. But that's why I'm here, to be his translator."
Well, I didn't mean to call you, but I had meetings all day long.
I'm dealing with these motherfucking Republicans hearing no, no, no all day long.
Speaking of dick, shout out Richard Fitz on the Red Sox, and congrats to Christian Campbell on his first big league homer. And apparently he and the Red Sox are in deep talks for a contract extension. That would be great. I hope that happens. The Rangers won this game though. Dolis Garcia tore the damn cover off the ball, and on Sunday too. He's hitting the ball really well. Rafael Devers is doing the opposite. He's not hitting the ball at all to start the year. Jacob deGrom is back and he looked good, and so did Richard Fitz at first. The dick was fitting on Sunday until a couple of homers in the 6th. Wilyer Abreu is unstoppable right now. It is ridiculous. Doesn't really help when nobody else on the team does much other than Campbell. The Red Sox couldn't do anything with runners in scoring position. Story of the entire series, and it ended that way. They put together a rally with 2 outs and can't get that big hit. Rangers open the season looking strong. They win 3 in a row after losing on opening day. Wilson Contreras, I think he's on crack. That's my highlight for the Cardinals. They manhandled the Twins for the whole weekend. Get this, during the second game between the A's and Mariners, Seth Brown saw 5 balls before going to first base, and nobody noticed. Not one human person. Nobody from either team said anything. Even if the Mariners said nothing, you're telling me nobody from the A's noticed and said anything? Like, it's ball 4. Why isn't he at first? Why is he taking a 5th ball? How does that happen? I mean, shit, I guess there was only 1 month of spring training for the umpires to figure this out. Well, I guess losing focus like that doesn't matter as much when you're playing the Mariners. This team just can't hit. They get held to 5 hits on the night. Mason Miller came into the last inning and was filthy. Quick and easy work of Ryan Bliss. JP Crawford gets on via a bloop that was dropped before Victor Robles and Julio Rodriguez go down the same way Bliss did. Quick and easy. Julio went down to straight 1, 2, 3. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. And even though the Mariners didn't do much on Sunday either, it was enough. Julio did connect with one for his first of the year. Again, elite shirt. How about this play to end the Cubs game on Saturday? Then Dansby goes out and cracks his first homer of the year the next day. Then Kyle Tucker, the man who hit his first Cubs home run the night before, hits a 3-run gut-punching shot to the D-backs here. Unfortunately, the Cubs had a little mix-up with the rules and forgot you're not supposed to give up constant hits when pitching. That feels like the only explanation for how the bottom of the 8th happened. 2 walks started things off, and the rest was just doubles galore. A homer tied it. They just did not stop crushing the ball. It was ridiculous. The D-backs put up the 8-run score play in the 8th. Smart for them to do. They get a huge comeback win. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.